Has a card ever been designed and you just got to think to yourself, man, I really see the vision here. Like, I know what design did when they put this thing together and the rules committee, like, greenlit that shit. And it got to print and everything else, and then it got spoiled to the public. And when you saw it for the first time, you're like, oh my god, I get it. And I have no interest in playing how it's written. Well, that happened to me. So meet Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima. He's an Esper commander. When he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and then whenever a creature you control attacks a player, if no one else is attacking them, you choose one. Either choose Standoff, it gains double strike until end of turn, or Ghost, it can't be blocked. And man, I have no interest in playing this. At least how it's written. Like, you get to choose how you want to approach it. And the flavor for it is amazing because he's choosing whether he wants to do the stealth approach or if he wants to choose the honorable thing and walk right up to an encampment and say, hey, 1v1 me, bro. But here's the rub. I think I want to offer the 1v1 to my opponent. I think I want them to choose if it's going to be a standoff or a ghost. And hear me out now. Like, you run combat tricks, you run really funny, like, creatures that either both have an ETB or have a combat damage trigger, and then they get to decide which one's worse, because you could, like, bounce it back to your hand, and, like, if they chose Ghost, put in a ninja, and, like, do a whole bunch of ninjutsu things. And then replay those cards getting their ETBs again. Like, combat damage triggers work really great with, like, double strike. Like, that's the whole thing with Jin Sakai. Whenever he deals damage to a player, draw a card, and then he'll get double strike, which means he draws 2 cards. Like, I just think it's so much funnier, and I think it gets in the heads of your opponents so much more if you're just like, hey, you pick. You pick. And, like, I know some people are gonna be like, nah, bro, I don't want to have to think about it that hard, you just pick. And, like, in those moments, sure, I'm just gonna do the most optimal thing. But I think it's so much funnier, especially on, like, a head game, if it's just like, hey, no, bro. 1v1 me. Either I'm going to slap hard, or I'm just going to get my hit in for free. Like, I think that's so much funnier. And I have a ninjas deck that has kind of been falling off for me as far as, like, the amount of ninjas that I can put in the deck. And I've been looking for a new home for my ninjas deck. And I think this is probably it. I've also never played Esper before, and I'm a 3-color player, so I think this is my perfect foray into it. Let me know your thoughts on this one, and let's just hope that Sony paid out the money for them to do a nice print to demand on this.